Hey, 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 Uncle Mark in the mothership. 3-string cigar box guitar. This is Wicked Game. This is a Chris Isaak tune. I'm going to cover this the way the Stone Sour does it. It has a little more clarity, and the chord shapes are the same, and everything is the same basically. So that makes it easy. So I'm going to go right ahead and start, and then we'll break down exactly what I'm doing here. So here we go. The world was on fire, and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed I would lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. Do that little intro lick over again so you get to see its speed. One more time. All right. So what do we got going on? G, D, G, 42, 34, 24. Those are my gauges. These are wound electric guitar strings. And I'm playing through a Roland Mini Cube. And I'll show you those settings at the end of the video. In its simplistic form, this song is 3 chords all the way through. And you can do it with all bar chords. So you're here on B flat. But where is B flat? G, open, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, and G. Okay? So that puts us in the ballpark here. And so B flat is here, and it's that first dot. The next chord is a G sharp, and it's right above the nut right there, so it's right there. And the next chord is a D sharp, and that's between these two dots, and that's how I think of it. I think of it dot, right above the nut, and between these two dots, 7 and 9. So it's 8. So, B flat. The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. And when you come up, it kind of gives it some edge. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed I would lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. That's really the whole song. It's all those 3 chords. And so just B flat, G sharp, and you can play along with the album, the YouTube video by Stone Sour. Just look up Wicked Game, Stone Sour, and you can play along with the entire thing right there with those shapes. But there's another shape I was using in the intro, and that's this. And that's a G sharp as well. That is a B flat, a D sharp, and a B flat. And it looks like if I wrote it down over here, 3, 1, 3. And this is a movable shape. This is one of those beautiful things where you can go D sharp and you come up a half step or 1 fret. And remember, up is towards the box, down is towards the head. We've talked about this before. So D sharp, E, another half step, F sharp, G sharp, A, B flat. So in the more complicated way, with the solo, you're going to be playing this shape B flat. This looks like 10, 8, 10. And of course, if that's B flat, A, G sharp. Same as this G sharp. And that shape would look like 6 or 8, 6, 8. So these two shapes are going to come in handy. But it's the same as this. And so what I'm doing here is I'm taking this shape and playing with it. So I'm going to play B flat, D sharp, B flat, and then I'm going to pull my pinky off and I'm going to play B flat, D sharp, G sharp. And I'm going to put my pinky back down. So here I am, B flat, G sharp, D sharp. So all I'm doing is relaxing my hand down, getting that right there, those two notes, that D sharp and that G sharp along with the B flat. If you find this hard, it's because it is. So, you know, it's something you have to practice, and maybe you want to practice it up here where it's easier before you try to get it right at the nut, and it makes it very difficult, these changes at the nut. But that's what it is. So B flat, G sharp, and I put my pinky or my third finger on that B flat. So I do a that adds a little more depth and a little more body to the pattern. The strumming pattern is just straight up and down. It's really this. Okay? So everybody wants to get to this little intro solo part. And so the intro solo part, I'm going to do this with my looper going so you can see. Okay, so you're going to come up from the D sharp and slide all the way up to this note right here. Okay, this note is a B flat, just like that one. So you're sliding from D sharp to B flat. And if you look at the dots, you can actually see exactly where you want to be. And that's how I think of it there. But that's the 8th fret. So 1 to 8. And then once you're here, remember this pattern of way we're playing, hand position is really important. So this finger is going to hit that note, which is an F. So you're coming up. And I just think I'm spaced beyond that dot. All right, hand shift. So I'm shifting here, I'm shifting here, I'm shifting here, and then I'm going to slide like this. One more time. D, B flat, F. Then we're going to do a little hammer-on thingy here. This is a C sharp to a D sharp. C to C sharp. And then this slidey thing. You can certainly, but the slidey thing is what makes it, and I just call it the slidey thing. You start here, start at the G sharp, B flat, G sharp, B flat. that's going to take you quite a while to get this. It's just one of those things. So that's where we're at. Come up to 8, 10. Now we're going to move our hand 7 or 6 to 8, 5, 6, then 1, 3. So that's how that goes. There's a little solo part in it, and I've got a little picking pattern that makes this pretty easy to show you real fast, and then we'll break down what I'm doing. So here we go. So what I'm doing is I'm using the shapes we talked about earlier. This B flat, that G sharp, and this D sharp. Okay? Same chords as this, this, and this. It's just different voicings. So it's just a different way of playing it, and it's totally cool. But this is how I like, and it's what I call is picking through chords. I call it picking through chords because that's really what you're going to do. So you have to know the shapes first. So let's get our shapes down. So we're looking at 10, 8, 10. We're looking at 8, 6, 8. And we're looking at 8, 8, 8. So once again, 10, 8. You can use this finger too. 10, 8, 10. We're looking at 8, 6, 8, and we're looking at 8, 8, 8. So the picking pattern. Now if you look at my pick, this is the picking pattern. D, D, G, D, G, G, D, G. So it's D, G, D, G, G, D, G. So it's D, G, D, G, D, G, G, D, G, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, G, D, G. Uncle Mark in the Mothership. I hope you enjoyed this one. This has been a really fun song to learn for me, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. And like I said, Uncle Mark in the Mothership, I do have a PayPal link down here. It's at paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. Thank you so much for all your generous donations. It really, really means a lot to me. It means I'm doing something right, and that makes me very, very happy. $1 a show is all we ask. Thank you so much. I did say that I would show you guys the settings on my cube here. So let me get to that. Here are the settings. I'll get that wire out of the way. Here are the settings on my cube. So I'm on that Brit combo. My gain is about nothing. My tone is dimed, and I have a little bit of reverb. So there we go with that. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I really, really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.